Haverhill on Clark versus Myra South.
Brian Butchart again on behalf of the plaintiff. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, Miss South. All right. How much is owing on this?
Judge, my client's records indicate a balance of $7,554.78. We have court costs of $170.
All right, pause right there. Nearly $8,000 owed, and notice what plaintiff's counsel just said, no proposed payment arrangement. That's courtroom code 4. We're here for judgment unless she's got something solid. In landlord-tenant cases, judges are listening for one thing, a concrete, realistic plan. Not vibes, not hope, a plan. Let's see if Miss South delivers.
For a total of $7,724.78. Judge, in anticipation of a potential question here, I do not have a proposed payment arrangement in my file.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good. Yeah, I'm seeing a pattern here. All right, Miss South.
I wasn't even going to say it either.
How are you intending on getting this paid?
All right, so, oh my goodness. I just recently made a payment. I want to say the beginning of this week in the amount of $700. So back in November, I lost my job. I lost my vehicle, so I wasn't able to make my payments or payments as I should. But I was able to start work December 8th. So, long story short, I plan on paying with my employment. So I get paid every 2 weeks. I plan on making at least a payment of $700 or $800 per 2 weeks. Also, I've been in contact with Hawk, and being that my balance is higher than the 3,000, I am looking to pay as much as I can out of pocket before they can help. I also have been in communication with the Jewish Family Services and with Friends Indeed, and I also have been in contact with SOS. Her name is Angela Johnson. So I've been in contact with all of those people. However, I still have to pay off that balance in order to receive the help.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
And one last thing, I plan on filing my income tax sooner than later, so I can at least try and get an advancement to help with this balance. So yes, this is very stressful. I hate that I'm even here, but that is how I intend on paying this balance down and keep it.
Okay, now this is interesting. She's naming agencies, tax advances, biweekly payments of $700 to $800. That's roughly $1,400 to $1,600 a month. On paper, that could wipe this out in about 5 to 6 months. But here's the legal tension. Courts don't just evaluate intentions, they evaluate follow-through.
I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. So
you know what, Miss South? I hate it that you don't even have a plan.
I do. Yes, I do. Oh my
I'm kidding,
God.
Miss South. All right. So have you been in touch with your landlord regarding a repayment?
Actually, so what I have been, I talked to Latasha and Ajane, and they told me to come down and I can make payment arrangements. However, I work midnights, so like right now I would be so asleep, and I typically don't get up until like late when it's time to make dinner. So long story short, again, I have been in communication, but I have not signed the paperwork, even though they told me to do that because they will work with me because they know that I am a hard worker and have been working. So, yes.
Miss South, I don't have a doubt about any of that hardworking or any of that part,
Yeah.
but with you. I don't know you, but it just seems I'm just listening to you. So get that paperwork signed so then
Yes,
that
sir.
they can talk to their attorney to try to see if they can get that form.
That right there is the judge subtly saying, talk is good. Documentation is better. Once a repayment agreement is formalized and entered with the court, it becomes enforceable. Without it, it's just a conversation. This is the difference between a handshake deal and a legal shield. Huge difference.
Formalized and get that entered with the court. Okay.
Understood. Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to adjourn this to January 23rd, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, ma'am. So you'll
Okay,
need
I'll
to
be there.
are you going to be really sleepy though?
You know what? I won't even go to sleep. So that's fine. I'll stay up.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe that works for you. I don't know. That doesn't work for me. But
It's
all
gonna be
right,
rough,
we'll see you
but I'll
then.
be there. All right. Thank you
All
so
right,
much. You guys
Michelle.
have an amazing day.
Thank you.
You do the same.
Thank you. Bye.
Haverhill on Clark versus Emmanuel Ware the third.
Good morning once again, Your Honor. Brian Butch, RP 66250 for the plaintiff.
All right, and Emmanuel's here. All right. How much is owing on this?
Judge, we're showing a balance of $10,860.60. We have court costs of $170 for a total of $11,030.60. I do not have a proposed payment arrangement in my file.
All right. All right, Mr. Ware, how are you intending on getting this paid?
I wanted to ask if I could get 30 days to get all the money together, because I start work at U of M making $18 an hour. I start on the 19th, and my mom's going to help me come up with the money. And if I can't get an agency to help out, then my mom's going to get a loan for the remaining balance.
All right. So let me just ask you this. Have you, your balance is rather high, but there are certain agencies that can help you out or may be able to help you out with at least part of it. But have you been in touch with any of those?
I came in contact with some of them, but they weren't really going for it. So still.
All right. So, but what you're telling me is you think you can have it paid in 30 days?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you talked to your landlord at all about a payment agreement?
We tried to do the payment plan, but they didn't trust it or something. So.
They what? They didn't trust it?
Yeah. So they just told me.
Okay.
Contact the
agency.
So.
All right. So here's what I'm going to suggest you do. You either contact counsel or you contact your landlord. If you say you're going to get it paid in 30 days, likely they're going to want a good faith down payment on that because in 30 days, February is going to click in and the balance is just going to go higher.
Now we've got a higher balance, over $11,000, and a 30-day promise. Judges here, I can pay it all in 30 days, a lot. The smart move the judge just made? Suggesting a good faith down payment. That shows seriousness. Because here's the reality. Once February rent hits, this number climbs. Courtroom math is brutal. It only goes one direction.
Okay?
Yeah.
So see what you can do in terms of working with them. I'll adjourn this out to the 23rd, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to come down to the courthouse, and then we'll see what we can work out on this. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you say the date one more time?
Yes, the 23rd. Next Friday.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I believe you're
And-
done with me. You and your staff have a wonderful day and weekend.
All right. Thank you. You do the same, sir.
Thanks.
Ryan Martin versus Tamika Sims.
Your Honor, good morning. This is Martin Ryan, the plaintiff. Appreciate you hearing my case this morning. This is a case for non-payment of rent. The rent to retain is $9,179. Court costs of $110 for a total balance of $9,289.
All right. And Ms. Sims,
Hi, Mr. Simpson.
how are you intending on getting that paid?
Well, actually, Mr. Simpson, me and my family are trying to relocate. And I had asked Mr. Ryan for an eviction notice to receive assistance months ago, and he never gave it to me. So therefore, that has made it get higher. I was in garnishment, unable to pay the full amount of rent. If I didn't work my full amount of hours, garnishment was still gonna happen. I had health care through my job, which was $200 or something every 2 weeks as well. I informed Mr. Martin that I would not be able to get my balance down unless I received an eviction notice to get help from the agencies. I was just informed that an eviction notice to him would be costly, but it was real costly for me to figure out how
All
I'm
right,
going to come up with the
ma'am.
rent.
This is where it gets layered. She's arguing that she needed an eviction notice to unlock rental assistance, which is actually true in many jurisdictions. Agencies often require formal documentation before funds are released. But from a landlord's perspective, filing eviction paperwork costs money too. So now we've got a procedural standoff that turned into a financial snowball.
Things
Ma'am,
like that.
let me
So we
ask
just
you-
want to move.
All right, so when are you planning on moving?
So right now I'm in the process of getting everything together. I would say by the 31st.
Okay, you're gonna try to be out the 31st. Okay, just so you know, Mr. Ryan has claimed a money judgment on this. So we'll have to deal with that. But if you're out by the 31st, or there's an agreement to be out by the 31st, maybe that can work. So what I'm gonna do in this case, that'll work at least in terms of possession. I'm gonna adjourn this out to the 23rd, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. You'll need to
Sir,
come
I
down to
have
the
a job training.
courthouse.
I have
Pardon?
a job training. That's a flight has already been paid for that day because I was hearing that being said and I was in fear of that. But
Then what you can do, ma'am, is you can submit a form to appear via Zoom. But
okay.
you or somebody needs to be down here on this.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, Your Honor, a question as well.
Thank you.
You mentioned the date was the 23rd at 1 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. 23rd, 1
All
p.m.
right. Would I
In
be
person.
able to send counsel in my place on that date?
Pardon?
Would I be allowed to send counsel in my place on that date, or do you need me in person?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.